Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's talk about inverse finance or INV token. So there is a reason why I'm looking at this highly low cap token with the total market cap of like 20 million. So I think there is a possibility that inverse can pull this exact same move like it did back in September, like it did back in March, like it did back in December, or like it did back in Jan of 2023 as well. There is a possibility that we may be looking at the exact same price action pretty much soon. So I'll just go to the reason why I think it may actually pull it off. So again, if you look here, if you look at its TVL, surprisingly its TVL saw a massive rebound starting from November 8th. As you can see, it is up from 136 million to as high as 187 million, and it is like going up. So I think that is really surprising, and I think the possibility of it like going higher is, I would say, even high, because they have been like doing a lot of like integration. So basically recently, they integrated Chainlink CCIP to enable secure cross-chain transfer of $. Its decentralized yield-bearing stablecoin across Arbitrum, Parachain, Ethereum, and Optimism. So basically, all of that, as of now, the reason why the token has been or the TVL is doing really well is because of this stablecoin called $, I believe. And if you look at its market cap, its market cap did go down, but again, if you look at like its overall price, it's doing really well as well. Now this is like, I believe, the stable coin that they have going on here, and overall I think, considering how like it's doing in terms of like STVL. So as you can see here, the stable coin did go from 50 million, and as of now it is at 130 million. So I think this is really interesting, and I think this could actually help inverse to go even higher, or I mean like its TVL to go even higher, and that is, I think, what we are writing on INV token as well. Now, as of now, in terms of some other updates, they have been like focusing a lot on their ecosystem, basically on their like token called as dollar, as you can see here, and they have had a lot of updates as well. So I think that's really good. They also had some upgrade as well, and overall I think all of that will have a really good impact on like on the token as well. Now if we look at like their key metrics, okay, so if you just look at their key metrics, so first of all, if you don't know what the inverse is a decentralized autonomous organization that develops and manages the FIRM fixed rate lending protocol, and dollar its stepped back decentralized stablecoin, and $, which is the yield bearing version of the dollar. Now they have different products as well, as you can see here. Now in terms of like how it is doing when it comes to like their stats, so let's see if we can get it. So this is how their key metrics looks like. Overall, if you look at here, their growth has been like really big. The TVL is doing extremely well, and I think in terms of their treasury, let's see how the treasury is doing. So the treasury also looks, I would say, really well, and as you can see here, after that, if you look at like INV and the DAO as well, as you can see, this is how the INV and DAO looks like. Overall, everything is like, I think, looking really well for like this token. And if you look at its price, the token as of now, it is at like $35, and if you look at its supply, let me just pull it off. So this is how it looks like. So it has a max supply, it doesn't have a max supply, but again, its total supply is at 719k, out of which like 597k is in the circulation, and the token has been around since April of 2021. So it has been around for like 4 years now, and I think the possibility of it like bouncing back is really strong. Although the market is going down, if you look at the BTC is going down, but again, if you look at INV is holding it really well. So again, I think as of now, even if it does go down, it is like basically following this trend line. So even if we do see a massive dip from like INV, the possibility of it like bouncing back from this trend line is really high. So I think even if it goes down, eventually it will bounce back from this trend line. So I think this is the best support that it has. Now overall, as of now, looking at how it's doing like since like December, I think to go higher it does need to break out above from this level. So if we get a breakout from this downtrend, I think it will most likely like reclaim this 44-cent level, or sorry, $44 like level, or even $43 level soon, I think, because considering how TVL is doing, I think there is a possibility that we could see a massive surge like here. I think there is a pretty big possibility. Again, the token is looking really strong, I think. So again, all it needs to do is to break out above from here. So if it breaks out, I think we may see a really big move from INV token soon if it breaks out. Again, as of now, it seems like that it is not following like the Bitcoin, so that is a good thing. So even if the BTC goes down, I think it will hold itself. So that is, I think, a pretty good thing going on about INV as of now. And if we get a breakout above from this level, I think it will most likely go as high as $42 or even $44 as of now. And if it continues to let's say if the trend is strong, it may eventually go as high as 58 or even higher than that. Again, the token only has a market cap of like 20 million, and back in December it was at 37 million, and back in 2021 it was at 80 million. So it has been struggling to break that 40 million mark. So again, as of now, I think the possibility of it going, or the possibility of it doing 2x is really high. So I think it can basically go as high as $70, but after that it needs a lot more volume, or you can say a lot more capital. But as of now, I think the possibility of INV going as high as $70 is really high, considering how its TVL is doing, and this clearly shows that the protocol itself seems really strong. And if its TVL hits a new high, let's say if it breaks above 215 million, I think INV can actually pull this off. Like it can pull this $67 or even $70 point level, I think, if it hits a new high in its TVL. Overall, I think it's looking really strong. And again, if they announce some kind of news, that may also be a catalyst that can push token to a new high. So let's see what happens. But overall, I think the inverse finance is looking really strong, and I think all of that should help INV token. And as of now, it is holding really well. So again, if you look here, overall market is doing extremely bad, and whereas INV, it is doing extremely good. Anyways, and this is it. Thanks for watching. I will be back with more things.